I like to rub my
Yeah.
pear with some barbecue sauce for
Oh,
like 25 hours, and then I can take a bite. I'm like,
But do
crunchy.
you grab them in a pair? Eh,
When damnation struck the earth, all that was left was desolate land, random debris from a bygone age, and a tiny cliffside cottage. And though the world now sat devoid of intelligent life, it wasn't devoid of life at all. Thus, the usual gang came to be.
Go away, boy. Go away, boy.
All right, should we like introduce ourselves or something?
Okay, who's gonna start?
I guess I'm Stan. Go.
What do you do?
I do the animations.
Okay.
I'm working on a Garfield game. I guess that's the most of it.
Okay, I'll do mine. I am Thrillshun. I am a shit poster, usually on YouTube, and on Discord. You know, we make the funnies, and that's really all I do.
well, I'm Swirly, and I do fucking art. Yeah.
We'll pass the ball.
I get commissions of feral robot Sergals.
Let's say, yeah, that's a good conversation for the podcast. Is the Sergal shit. That would be fun.
Yeah. I'm Rebecca. I'm an animator and artist, and I also like to draw really interesting art. Check it out,
And you
man. Someone in the
freaking-
description probably.
You freaking
And
the
my
diaper
name
for
is-
roleplay account.
What? No, that's
Wait,
not.
let Zero introduce himself. 'Cause-
Yeah.
My name is zero-byte. I make bad meme edits and probably stream on Twitch once in a while. I am extremely sick.
Let's go back to the circle talk.
Yeah, sick as in cool. Ew.
Yeah.
Dude, if I was that cool, I'd be fucking burning right now.
Just absolutely ill.
Let's go.
Absolutely ill, bro.
I'm
Sick.
gonna infect everyone watching this podcast, to be honest. Like,
No, don't do that.
if you're listening to this, you're already like infected with all the
Yeah,
fuck.
Zero's, everyone's got ligma now. Everyone's
Yeah,
affected with
lick
ligma.
my balls.
Let's,
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
let's go back to the circle talk.
Okay.
What's up, Sam?
Let's go back to the circle talk. What's that about?
Yeah, let's talk about
Yeah,
circles
yeah,
for a second, you
yeah.
know?
Can you-
That seems like a
Should
fun
we
topic.
explain who doesn't know what is a circle?
What is a
Swirly?
circle?
Fuck. Okay. Well, from my memory, it is a strange creature that has the head of a shark and interesting body parts.
Go on.
That's
I
Yeah.
don't want to describe them.
Listen,
I would say that's a word to use. Interesting.
is that really the word?
Interesting.
From a picture I've seen of them, I can say that I pretty much look like a half shark and got like weird dog legs probably.
That was-
I don't know.
It's also furry.
There was something about
Either
the...
way, they got a big mouth for you to stand in.
Yeah, Big Mouth on
Inviting
Netflix.
warm mouth.
Dude, I love that show so
We
much.
talk about... has anyone actually tried watching Big Mouth? Because I haven't really given it a
I
chance.
tried.
yet.
No, I don't even fucking
I
want to
tried
touch that
for,
shit.
Like 5 episodes and I
Ooh.
gave up.
I
just-
actually tried in the first episodes. It's just so uncomfortable. You don't
It
even
is.
want.
Isn't that
I
Like,
just
like...
saw a synopsis of them talking about young people trying to masturbate. I'm like, no, I don't want to watch this, dude.
Okay, Rebecca,
Nah.
try to do your best recap of like the first episode of
Okay.
Big Mouth, the worst you can.
Let me think. So it's kind of the concept is introduced of these kids having hormone monsters that try to, bring out the inner hormones of the person. So it's like a second kind of, advisor, I guess.
So Timmy's horny
But-
manifested itself into a person and is now harassing
Yes.
him.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
But is the horny monster played by Howie Mandel in the live action release?
It's played by me.
Zero. Something you
wait.
haven't been telling us.
Yeah, I'm doing horny on main.
You're horny
Oh,
on main.
shit.
let's go back to the circle thing though. You know, let's go back to that.
Something
So
about the genitalia.
Oh, fuck.
Something about the genitalia, right? What was it?
no, so why do you get so many circle commissions, Riley?
Because I like to get commissions from furries.
And that's your first mistake.
That was my mistake. I'm so sorry.
How much bank do you make as a
I
furry
mean-
artist? That's something interesting.
Yeah, that's a good.
I mean, since a lot of my people who return to me for commissions are furries, I guess I make a lot.
But not all furries are Sergal.
They're not.
Though it feels weird because Sergals are usually like more of a minority when it comes to furries, though.
I didn't know we're already getting political.
We're already
I'm
getting into politics.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was a thing until Swirly talked about it. I'm like, what the fuck is
Are
that?
you saying the circles
Yeah.
are oppressed?
No, they're not, but they're
Do
not
Sergals
a
Are-
lot
have
of them.
rights?
Are you saying they're gamers?
Oh, that's actually
You need
good
to
call.
write.
Do not ever compare circles to gamers. I am not one of them.
But
I am
As a
not a
gamer
circle.
myself.
Zero, just like circles, I too can fit in your mouth.
No.
If you get in my mouth, that's never gonna happen.
Okay, let's name the child by its name. We are talking about war here, right?
No.
Mhm.
I'm talking.
No, we're talking about the fetishization of one being eaten, usually used by the Greek term for eat.
Which is a
Yeah.
war.
Okay.
I also like how Swirly, when you were doing the commissions, you showed me a screenshot. They were like, actually, you know what? Make it feral. Redo the drawing
What is-
of the
Oh.
jungle.
What does
Oh,
what does feral mean?
Feral means like it's not anthropomorphic. It's like a full animal, like just an animal itself.
Is that
Yes, and they wanted a robotic feral.
They want a robot
So-
that's a That's a
How do you make a robot feral? That is the question.
Super
I
fighting
don't know.
robot.
I wish I knew.
if you find a Roomba in the wild, is that a feral robot?
It's just sucking
It's
up
just-
leaves in the
I
forest.
want there to be a Man versus Wild where he like finds a Roomba.
He
He's
finds
like,
a Roomba.
look at that.
There's a knife
It's a
taped
Roomba.
onto it.
Wow.
Surumba.
That's a fucking Roomba. How
It's a
come?
You would-
he fucking like no, he like breaks it in half with his fucking knee and starts drinking the oil. It's good for it's good.
Just crack.
It's good for the bones.
He starts taking it apart and he's making a walkie-talkie so he can contact his film crew.
No, he starts eating it.
Starts eating it
He starts eating it. Yeah.
one wheel
Yeah.
at a time. He's like
He's got like. What if we get a Man versus Wild with like shoe knives and the whole goal is to like eat everything in the forest and see if he like doesn't die in the episode.
Oh, that reminds me. This
he's taking
the guy that made this show, he has like a special on Netflix now that you can choose your own path
Bear
adventure kind of
Grylls?
thing.
Yeah,
This
It's
guy
called-
had grills.
yeah.
No, you just said Stan.
It's called Adventure Quest with Lemmy.
It wasn't like
Yeah, I
the
want you
Bear
to
Grylls thing.
stay at home and just grill. What about the adventure? Listen, it's my money. It's my game. I get to let him grill.
Okay. Lemmy is like the best thing. Okay,
Lemmy's
who
worth it.
for those who don't know who Lemmy is, can someone explain?
Lemmy is he's Irish, correct?
He's a
Can
Twitch
someone do an
streamer.
Irish accent? Because if you do
Is
that,
he-
that's Lenny.
He's Irish. Yeah, he's an Irish comedian
He's a no, he's
that got
no,
a
he's
show
Scottish.
for like 3 seasons.
He's Scottish.
He's Scottish?
Yeah.
Lemmy's like, yeah, he's from Glasgow, I think.
Okay, I'm sorry. He's Scottish.
Just offended every
And,
Scottish person.
I am not saying that. Okay, I forgot.
Okay.
And
Just basically comparing everyone together. Yeah, they're all the same over there.
he
Everyone over yonder from the English border just fucking weird. That's what you're saying. Basically.
so
We actually
so
have
he
we have a frequent Brit in here.
yes.
Why, Zero, why don't you
One.
talk about
I
your
wonder who
worldview?
that is. Oh.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, is it me?
Why don't you talk about your worldview of the fucking people over the wall?
Do you think everyone in North America is just an American?
I can agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of in the name?
From my view, everyone just sits in goddamn Walmart eating them hot dogs, waving that American flag.
What's that called?
The
Like
thing
the
is,
things
you're not
Indians
wrong.
sit in? Wambum?
Mobility scooter.
That's not what Indians sit in.
Wait, Stan, what are you talking about?
Like the things Indians sit in, the little tents. What are they called?
A wigwam.
Teepees.
Wigwam.
Teepees.
Wigwam.
Teepees?
Teepees.
Teepees.
They're called teepees or wigwam.
Teepee sounds like
Dude,
some-
wigwam
What does
sounds like
wigwam
you're
mean?
offending me.
Teepeeing sounds like something you do in Minecraft.
It sounds like.
It sounds like pitching.
It sounds like the
tents.
next evolution of teabagging.
Oh yeah.
Are you saying Indians are gamers?
I mean, they were the
What's
first
the
oppressed
difference?
race,
Yes.
so we're kind of going around if you think about it. It's all a circle.
Are you implying the gamers are a race?
Listen, the British, they came to America, right? And they TP'd the Indians until they turned to submission. They took their fucking... They traded hash and tobacco for their lives, and they ventured out into the forest, and they've lived there ever since.
And that's what created Thanksgiving.
Yes,
Yes.
that is why they celebrate by eating the big turkey and dress it up as an Indian man while they stab it with a big old knife.
Even though we don't celebrate it at all in the UK, which is weird.
Wait, do you celebrate Thanksgiving in the UK?
No, we don't.
You
Dude, it's weird though. In Canada,
Yeah.
it's like a day. It's a month. Sorry, it's a month before the Americans. So we have ours in October, and Americans have it in
What are
November.
you celebrating? Getting off from the Americans? No, wait. No, I'm thinking of English.
Wait.
Wait,
No, we
I fucked it up.
Very interesting.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, I want to say teabagging sounds like teabagging.
I said
We
that.
already went over
Yeah.
that.
Don't steal my fucking joke. I said
That was
that.
5 minutes ago, Rebecca.
Hey, did you know that TP sounds like
You guys were
teabagging?
talking over each other. I was.
Do you know that TP sounds like teabagging?
That's it. Nah, that's it.
Listen,
I might
Tell
be
my-
invited from your birthday party again.
Fifth time?
I might reconsider.
Yeah.
Unless there's already a sixth one, which I don't know about.
I don't think. No, it would be the
So-
5th time then.
Swirly. So one more question about the whole like circle thing. What was your first? What is the? So two questions actually. I'm sorry. So first, what was your first commission you ever got from a Sergal person? And B, what's the most awkward commission you've ever?
Ooh, I
Well, I mean, the first one, I think it was a snake person. I think.
What?
Kind of.
What did you say, Rebecca?
What does that mean?
I said naga.
You
Naga.
Can you
Slang.
repeat
It's
that
a
for the
snake
audience?
Don't worry.
Listen,
I didn't say
You
it.
know we have the chat logs.
we don't say the hard out on this podcast, alright, Rebecca? It's strictly okay?
Bro, what the fuck? Bro,
No.
bro.
No.
Alright, everyone just like fucking hashtag cancel culture stan.
Cancel
It's the
stand.
first episode.
Right now.
Can't believe
Cancel
we're going
stand.
down like
That's
this.
it. Not
Cancel
cancel stand.
This is the pilot too. God damn.
We are cancelled before we even.
We're already over before we started.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's it. We gotta make a public
Michael.
apology and then kick stand out of the usual.
We haven't even
And
made
then
a Twitter yet to
replace them.
apologize.
We replace him with someone who's like not even funny.
When the first person
We're-
joins the Discord group, we'll be like, "Yo, before you say anything, sorry."
It's gonna be
We are
like
so very sorry.
it's gonna be like GDQ to like
It's written into the rules, just like before. Yeah, just sorry. We know. Yeah, we know.
Oh, we need to make like a
We-
tweet
we-
longer.
What's a twit longer? Oh yeah, we need to make
Along
like
with
a,
Twitter.
we need to take a screen cap.
Okay.
On
Yeah.
the 5th of
You do-
October. I'm very sorry for what happened, and it will never repeat itself. I'm so sorry for saying the word, and it will never be.
You said
Dude,
it
what
again.
the you just said it, what the fuck?
Fucking damn it.
So
Alright,
okay,
Back on
wait,
circles.
so let's go back to my final question is what is the most awkward commission you ever
You were
got?
commissioned to
Probably
draw
me commissioning
and
slowly.
Naga, right?
Yes, something like that.
That's
Something
Had
like that.
legs,
Oh.
But then they asked me to make a version without legs, so you know.
Wait,
But-
they asked you to draw a snake with legs without
Like-
legs?
No. They asked me to draw legs first, and then later they gave me another commission
Oh.
to draw it without legs.
Okay, so this is two separate things.
Was it like chopped off, or were they just not
They were
existent?
just like, I'm done with these legs. Can you make one without it?
You gave it like little midget legs and like, yeah, I don't want those midget legs on my snake.
Oh.
Like baby legs. you
Like
know,
little
just-
tiny stubby
you know.
legs that don't even have an angle.
Like walks around saying that.
That should walk.
And it's crawling like on the ground, like.
That's it. It makes this little sound too. It's like the Palo videos. That's how it runs. It makes that sound that Palo always does.
there is a snake
Fucking
that has the
fast.
forearms though.
Yeah, let's continue. Okay, Swilly, let's continue.
Alright, so the most awkward one would have to be the time when I was commissioned a robot, I believe. Some kind of robot animal.
Was it the one that
And
was
the-
feral?
No, it was a different robot,
Okay.
and they asked me specifically to make an adjustment so that it had a crotch area.
That's an upgrade right there.
Crotch area. Ooh, what's this?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need a
So-
new part for this.
I feel like commissioning people is like that Lemmy sketch with Adventure Quest. Listen, it's my money, it's my fucking character. Draw the
Give me the grind region. I pay first. Good money. Give it to me.
I will say this
Awesome.
person has asked me to draw like some cool stuff before. It's just those few ones, you know.
I'm always wondering, because it's always to certain people, and I'm not judging anyone who commissions people, because thank God they're there, right? But yeah, it's like, what kind of person is it that just has so much disposable income and just chooses to spend it on like getting pictures drawn?
There's so many.
Don't remind me, dude. It's like fucking what was it? That one kaiju game all over again that got like canceled.
Is it the
What
one with
kaiju
the
game?
wolf girl?
No,
What was
it's
kaiju made?
apparently it was like one of the commissioners drew. I could be completely wrong about this, but one of the commissioners wanted their like OC to be in the game,
Was it Undertale?
and no, it was not Undertale, but Undertale had the same thing, but it wasn't canceled.
Yeah.
And basically, it kind of put like the developers in a chokehold.
Oh.
So like, you have to make my character like my OC and this and that, and it's just like got everything just tangled up in shit.
What was it?
Colossal Kaiju Combat.
That. Okay.
Wait, so he got commissioned to draw something weird, and that's it?
Or
For
was
what?
it 3D
For the
sculpted?
game?
Yeah, no. It was like a furry wanted their OC in the game, but they're very much like I think wrote specify like you can't see the penis or something like that, and he basically had the most money in the game. Like he was giving them the most money to make their game, right? So he put the developers in this chokehold of like the creator, the person with the OC wanted to make sure that like he wasn't immune. He was like a Mary Sue that like could beat anyone, and it just like ruined the game. So they stopped working on it because of it.
That's like a very
that's really
special
sad.
situation. They should have handled it better though. It's their game. They should like put the foot down, even if they give
Yeah.
money. Then just give the money back.
Yeah, I know. With Undertale, it was more like Toby said. I think it was Toby was like, "Hey, you know, this character, what was it? It's fetish. Can you give me something else?"
Did he say that?
Wasn't there like a diaper fetish thing? Or
No,
something?
The character was so sorry, and it was commissioned by a fat fetish artist.
Oh, fat fetish it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
like the character itself was like kind of more voluptuous, or what do you just call it? Like kind of fatter.
Thick.
That's
So,
an innocent
yeah.
word for it.
As I say, thick. And it was $1,000 to put your character in Undertale. $1,000. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of disposable
And,
income.
He said, "No, I have no more characters." So he's like, "Okay, I'll just add it here." And I think Muffin was a great addition because she was
that
a
was a fan one too?
character.
That was a,
Yes, that was a fan one. Muffin was a fan
Oh.
character.
Yeah, I love him of it. It's great. I
That's cute.
I love the fucking song in that game. The little jingle it plays.
It's a really
Yeah.
good song.
Yeah.
I kept saying Muffin. It's Muffet. Okay.
Yeah, Muffet. I think it's like based on some story about spiders. Little Miss Muffet or something.
Imagine getting your character into a game as like a contributor.
Listen,
And then-
I'm working on a little game. It's called Garfield RPG. I can make stuff happen. I have connections on the inside actually.
You do.
Nice plug-in.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
do.
nice plug, Stan.
Okay.
Sell out.
Wait, well, okay.
Sell out. Fuck.
This
Okay,
is the plug
that
in
wasn't
minute.
bad.
Rebecca, what you do it on, and I don't feel self-entitled.
Wait. I wasn't done talking.
Go right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Right now.
What if you get your thing into a game from another person and gets really popular and people make fan art of it?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a win kind of thing?
I
Like
think
you
so.
put a lot of money into one game, but you get so much fan art basically.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
but then you also get the art of the fetishes.
That makes me think of
It's win-win.
That makes me think of.
It was a good
Story
investment
about
when you think
the-
about it.
I don't.
Yeah.
There's a really funny tweet that talked about the creator of American Dragon, Jake Long,
Oh.
and
know why they call him Jake Long.
they asked him about, what do you think of people looting your characters? And apparently he said that the Disney executives brought him into the office, showed him Kim Possible porn, and said, "This will happen to your show." This will
Oh,
happen to
wait,
what you
what?
make.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Why did I need to know this?
Thank you for
They're like
doing the
warning
drama.
him, "This is what's gonna happen. Don't do this, please."
This sounds actually really depressing, man.
Honestly, I wouldn't
Imagine
even care.
wasting your life on a passion project and then it's just like, do you want porn of it? Because this is how you get porn of it.
Let's talk about that because everyone has different takes. If you were made some creative project, be it a movie, video game, story, whatever, and people drew porn, explicit art of it, how would you react? Would you not like it? Would you like it? Would you be ashamed? Would you be indifferent?
I
I
won't give a
would
shit.
see how many I would get of it. I want to see how I want to know the record I'll get for it. You know, like how many results am I gonna get if I look it up on this website that I want to
Yeah,
see?
Here's the thing. It's
Would
like you gotta be semi-proud because, like, hey, people care enough
Yeah.
to loot the characters of
Still,
your
if
game.
it's something like
But-
imagine you make a cool character like, okay, special agent guy. You go up on E621 later that day, he's wearing a diaper, he's shitting in someone's mouth.
Are you? Stan, did this happen to you, bro? Because you don't have a special agent thing. You're talking about your rabbit
sounds
character.
really
Let me draw your
specific.
rabbit
That
character.
didn't happen, right? But if it ever did get big, it
But you
You
would
want
want
it
it to
to
happen, right?
I mean, I don't want to vent too much with my inner. No.
Well,
no,
you can commission Swirly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's been like 3 plugs right now from Stan about secret agent character. He's talking about Garfield RPG twice, bro. Shaking my head.
Okay, now I want to plug my
Yeah, you
shit.
can-
I'm working on a show,
Yep, yep.
and I don't mind if
You're
people
always so
draw
self-entitled,
weird shit
Rebecca.
about
Shut
it.
up. Let's move on.
Wait a minute, Rebecca. Wait a minute.
Stan.
Didn't Adult Swim say they would do your air your
Oh
pilot?
yeah. They were just sponsoring me with like $50. It wasn't much, but they were interested,
Oh.
and I heard
Yeah.
if they are not interested in a show and you pitch something to them, they will come back to you and say, "Oh, we are not interested. Just don't pitch it again," and similar things. But they haven't sent me anything, so I'm not sure if they, look still at my stuff and be like, "Yeah, she's working on her pilot. It's working out," or if they just forgot. There's like these 2 possibilities.
Well, wait a bit. So like, finish the pilot, like
Yeah.
whatever you're doing, and then
Yeah.
come back to them, right? And say, hey, this is finished. Are you guys interested at all? If see in the future, etc., etc.
So while we're actually on, why don't you explain just in like really rough, quick terms what it's about?
Okay,
making a
well,
show?
it's a show, a post-apocalyptic show with 2 robots running away from 2 villains.
It's a Roomba
Wait.
and one with a groin region upgrade. Bear Grylls chases them down in the wild and tries to take their past to survive the wilderness.
No, it sounds amazing, but
It
no.
stars in Africa. Wait, not in Africa. America during the purge of the Indian Aborigines.
No,
Fuck's sakes.
no, you're
All comes
combining things
together.
that don't. No.
Is that not what happened?
Sounds like Frankenstein monstering applause from previous conversations. Now at this point.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
And then
It's-
Garfield came in and said, dude, I'm in an RPG made by Stan.
And then Peter Griffin came to
See,
every character
listen.
from God and said, do the swag.
See, it's funny you mention RPG because I'm actually working on.
No
Oh,
one.
Wow,
Stan.
I didn't know this.
Stan, oh.
Oh.
Fuck's sake.
Okay.
That's the sound I make when Stan plugs his fucking
No.
game.
That's the
20
sound you
times in
make
the
when you
podcast.
shake your head.
I was gonna say.
No shame. No shame. He's got that plug ready.
Go on.
My show is called Stellar Pie, and no, it's not a Roomba. It's 2 servant robots
You
that
gotta
are
be
in the
the fu-
desert.
you-
But yeah, but they're robots, so they're Roombas.
Rebecca's gonna be in the
Never mind
fucking
your
pitching room at Adult Swim and she's crying like it's not a Roomba.
I imagine the 2 Adult Swim executives like, so we saw you on the usual gang talking about your pilot. So it's about 2 Roombas, correct?
There's 2 Roombas and Bear Grylls is there.
And then they go, we like your robot design, but we want you to make it more feral.
We
Give
actually
it
have
tiny
connections.
baby legs.
We have the
Put it
chat
in.
logs about the Roombas.
We have the chat logs.
Where's that from again? The chat logs.
Oh, it's from a
well.
video by Speedo Sausage.
He
It's
is to goof a
how to catch
predator.
how to goof a predator.
Oh,
That's
it's
it.
that
It's a
one.
Google
Yeah.
Predator, I love that.
I have the chat logs.
Love that. Anyway,
What drives a man to do this?
probably lost. Anyway, let's go back to it. Actually,
Okay.
real take.
Okay. So it's called Stellar Pie, and the villains actually created the robots in the show.
IKEA?
No.
Don't they make
No.
Roombas?
The
IKEA.
villains are smart.
Yeah.
They're smart and assholes, and one of them
That is actually
smokes
IKEA.
weed. They smoke weed.
Okay, that,
Well, one smokes weed and
That's
one
Swedish.
drinks a lot of alcohol.
Alright.
Wait, is weed Swedish?
No, that,
Smoking
that's
that
not what-
dank kush.
Isn't weed legal in Sweden?
Is it?
Is it?
It's legal in
Is it?
Canada.
Go on.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we got the robots. They're running away from danger, and there's like this one furry dude that is a robot, but
Swirly.
No. The man.
Oh no,
Plot
no.
twist, it's a man.
It's a man.
And he actually
He
sells
doesn't need to upgrade. He
fucking
already has a
furry
growing
shit.
region.
Do you feel like a robot? So hear me out. So like, you know how robots can like switch their arms stronger and everything. Do you feel like if a robot looked at a different robot with like better parts in them, do they think, "Don't piss me off. I'll have almost enough XP to level up."
I don't think it works. I don't think they can level up.
No,
Yeah,
that's taking that part and then like putting them on them is leveling up.
Oh, well, like,
Oh.
supposedly.
But you don't need XP for that.
Yeah, they'll just do
It's a figure of speech,
Yeah,
okay?
it's a game of figure.
I was trying to be
speech.
funny. Obviously, it didn't work.
It's just a gamer thing, you understand.
It's just a game.
Gamer thing.
Hashtag real gamer thing.
All right.
Rise up, man. Rise
It's
up.
time for my part on every podcast where I do this. Part on every podcast where I do this.
Ah, man, you can't fucking mute yourself for that, bro.
Oh, it's Zero's.
That's a bro moment.
Part bro of the
We
week.
gotta get the ASMR on.
Bro moment.
It's very
Bro
important.
moment.
We should have like an equal stream moment.
Hey.
Like, what's happening
You're on
for?
your
You can either have
fucking
that, or you can
promos.
have me fucking ear raping, farting on my dog.
You don't diss farting on my dog. That
Sniff this one.
I love that video because you can see the dog is getting used to it.
Okay. Listen. If you were strapped to a chair,
Yes.
okay, if you were strapped to a chair, your eyes were like open. They forced it
Mhm.
open. Would you rather sit for a day and watch farting on my dog or my sticky ass?
Farting on my dog, definitely.
Farting on a dog, yeah.
Definitely.
Swirling, no images.
Don't worry about
We
it.
had one rule. Broken.
It's okay.
Okay.
Where is
Very
the
important.
Minecraft?
You need to,
No.
you need to
Fine.
describe
What-
it if you're complaining about something visual.
Okay. Swirly posted an image of fat Minecraft.
Steve.
No, not
Herobrine.
Steve.
It's
No,
Herobrine.
Herobrine. And he's, I think, twerking or some shit and jiggling out.
Getting twerked on you.
Herobrine.
Was he getting twerked on? I thought he was getting
and
fart on, like brap.
No.
Oh, game creepypastas have really gone
Man.
downhill, huh? Anyway.
I'm not gonna lie. That certificate's looking a little bit too into this. No,
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the new Minecraft update, dude. I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe it's just me. I kind of miss when like Minecraft in 2013, man. This wasn't.
You don't like bees, man?
I don't like the new shit.
The
I
bees
like
isn't even
the
out
old
yet.
shit.
How?
Let's
Oh,
not
it's
get
just-
into it. I don't want to. Who cares?
Yeah, bees?
Who cares about
Stan?
Minecraft?
Do you
Okay,
not
can
like
we-
Minecraft?
I
Stan?
like
Can we-
Minecraft.
Are you
Can we
not a
talk
gamer?
about
I'm a gamer.
Rebecca's show now? Can we get back on track?
Yes.
We're side.
Rebecca
Track,
Rebecca
yeah.
Sugar has been working on this little indie shows called Steven Universe, airing on the Cartoon Network.
You know, I think
Yeah.
it's gonna go somewhere. You know, it's only on like 3 episodes, but it's going somewhere.
Wait, 3
Yeah.
seasons, you mean, right?
No, it just came out. What do you mean?
Oh, I think I'm thinking of something else.
Thinking of Adventure Time,
No,
but
I'm
that's already
thinking of
like.
Big Mouth.
Wait, how did you combine these two things?
How do you fuck up? How do you fix up Steven Universe Big Mouth? That's a true
I
question.
mean, they're pretty similar. It's,
Yeah,
Both are about reaching maturity.
Give or take a few things, but
No,
They
like,
don't have
listen,
space rocks
Listen,
though.
both are about reaching maturity. Both are about little dweeb kid who has his horny manifested into persons.
but which
In-
gem
in-
is Steven's manifestation?
What's the blue chick?
Lapis.
which one?
Sure, that's the one Emily keeps being horny about.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
yeah,
you.
hi,
Oh.
Emily.
Yep,
Sup, boy.
He's our friend who didn't want to go on because he's a little baby bitch.
Exactly. He didn't want to go on.
We can call him out all we want because he can't defend
Emily's
himself.
pussy? Question mark?
Emily Pussy.
Emily pussy. Okay, it's confirmed, boys.
Emily pussy.
He's okay. Whatever. Anyway, back on the wigwams.
No, okay. So back to Rebecca's show. What is the plot of your show? So it's about 2 villains who smoke weed and drink alcohol, and they built these
Yeah.
2 characters. Go on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they separated because they kind of made a big explosion that made the whole country go well fuck. And half of humanity in that country is dead.
Mhm.
And others are just kind of situated in little city domes, so the radiation can't get in.
So it's Mad
Okay.
Max, but with robots.
Yeah, kind of. And now, since the villains are separated, they want to go there, do their own thing. one of them, both of them hate each other a lot. Like they want to kill each other, but one of them, is hidden, so they can't really find each other. And at some point, because of the two robots running away, they find each other again and start their rivalry. You know what I mean? Rivalry to each other. Yes.
Rivalry. There you go.
Again.
Rivalry.
Anyways, it starts again, and they hate each other, and they want to kill each other, but they're still on pie in between, and they just want to escape, but it's hard to do with all of these people running around and hating and fighting.
So it's a show with some actions going around. Where can we follow this?
Yes.
Where can we see it?
Well, on my YouTube channel, which will be linked in the description below if it's on YouTube still.
I guess that's a promise now.
Yeah, that's a problem. I think we should also, speaking of plugins and links, we should link the Discord server as well if people want to join. And really interact with us one-to-one and tell us what retarded things to talk about, of course.
Hey. You smell that? Smells like a plug.
Oh, it's plug time.
Oh.
It's plug time. See,
plug time. We gotta go to the...
See, I'm actually working on a little indie game.
Yeah, it's called shitting in your toilet, and then you fucking let people at your house to see your shit. That's your indie game, right, Sid?
You're right. I set up a Twitch stream, right, and people can donate every time
Little do people know. Fun fact on the podcast: Stan records while on the toilet. That's what he does. He sits there on the toilet records.
I plop out 5 nuggets while he starts. So the thing is, every time I reach $100, I am allowed to flush the toilet. It's nearly getting the tip.
Okay, question though. Anyone else got something to plug except me and Stan?
I'm plugging the Discord server.
Yep.
Because the fact this is how people can interact with us and tell us what to talk about. We can throw some ideas around for next podcast. Because sometimes we can run out of things to talk about. You run out of things.
This is like a pilot episode kind of. We don't know what.
Yeah, I get that. I'm saying though, if a lot of people watch
saying it to them. So come on, tell us how we're doing. Suggestions.
Yeah. Give us feedback. Call us stupid. I don't care.
Send us stinky fan mail. Fan fictions about us.
Our address.
Emily, bitch.
So your social security number.
3 digits on the back, preferably. Also your social
expiry date.
Yep.
Just send a picture if you can. I mean, doesn't matter.
Home address.
Usual gag's gonna go full Dan Schneider mode, saying fucking. Thrill's unusual toes. Write them on your foot and send it to us.
Oh, don't send us foot pictures, please. Don't send foot pictures. This is bad. No.
Send your foot pictures to @Rebecca Doodles.
No.
send like the grossest ragged feet to Rebecca Doodles with like right in between the toes. She really likes to lick the fungus in them.
The more gamer gunk, the better, as they say.
Please don't. No, for real, please don't.
Anyway, so that's Rebecca's show.
Stan, are you working on anything for like television or a pilot of some kind?
Yeah, I'm actually not. I'm working on a little cartoon together with Chipple Dibble and Wharton Toon. So hopefully that will come out maybe in October.
Okay.
Maybe after. We'll see. Last I heard, Chipple's getting surgery for something I probably shouldn't get into, so he's off the hook for a bit.
Okay.
Also, I have that short film, which I started working on 2 years ago and still haven't finished. So with luck, maybe I'll finish it one day. Which is about that little rabbit character again.
Well, how would you feel if someone made porn of your rabbit character?
I'd be proud. I'd be like, oh man, someone cares. I just hope they did it well. And he wasn't wearing a diaper or shit in someone's mouth.
What if it was this fat porn with like only the circle tool used?
Oh, really shitty one.
I think I'd do a default grown face and I'd go to bed early.
How I feel about people drawing porn. I feel.
We can't go fucking half an hour without that stupid fucking sound effect.
What's wrong? Play it again, Nestor. Play it again.
I waited for it.
Just to explain, Swirly has a soundboard.
I'm making all these voices. This is my voice. Okay.
So this is a new thing in the podcast. We're gonna be like every single like shitty radio station where we just put sound effects over things, thinking we're funny when we're really not.
Okay, just
Swirly
fucking spam that soundboard while he's talking.
Our new segment
Just smash
is
the keys.
Stan's bruh moment. Every time he says something really stupid and retarded, we put a bruh. Put a bruh, 'cause that's what he's being. Say it like that.
Fucking Swirly, just spam the key. I don't even want to hear him right now.
Well, you can't say the R word. It's
Or
YouTube.
Roblox.
Yeah, Roblox.
No,
You mean
retarded.
Getting Robux?
Rebecca, you just said the R word.
Yo, bro, what the fuck? Why did you say that, Rebecca? Yo!
No.
Well, I just got to say that.
This is the worst episode. This is the first one.
Okay.
We said the N word. We said the R
Let's,
word. Is there any other word we shouldn't say?
Well, we said the bro word,
Follow
so
at
that's
zero
always
byte me at Twitter.
follow at
You can't
zero.
say that, Zero.
byte.
This is becoming just plugs.
This is the
We're not even
plug
talking
hour.
about anything.
Plug
Plug
hour.
hour should be like, listen, a radio station plug hour should be like 1 a.m. when no one's listening, alright? That's how it should.
If we're doing a plug, we might as well just switch to commercials.
Are you dealing with horrible pain in your thyroid? Have I got something for you?
These nuts.
Wow! After using these nuts, I feel amazing!
Ever
have you-
since I got these nuts, I've been able to cope with the feeling of having to draw feral robotic circles.
Hello, I'm all.
My wife said, hey, where are your nuts? And I looked down, there wasn't any there until I finally got these nuts.
That's just one of our many satisfied customers.
Wow!
Call right now, 1-800.
These nuts.
Call now and get 2 nuts absolutely free.
Wow!
Go fuck yourself.
Usual Gang is just the bad knockoff of Sleepycast.
You don't have to tell that to people.
I guess you're right.
I don't even know what Sleepycast is.
Very funny podcast, which you should watch.
This just turned into plugging about a podcast.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually get on
Watch
topic
the
here.
better thing.
I'll tell you this. Go watch Cold One's podcast,
Take
Eat
the
Glass.
Mega 64
Let me-
podcast.
okay.
What's the
Let's
first one?
get back on topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Super Mega Cast is.
So let's talk about something else. How do you guys feel about the internet? What is the weirdest site you've ever seen in your life?
Your Steam profile.
Oh, chicken smoothie is the weirdest one I've seen.
What's that?
Chicken smoothie.
It's chicken smoothie. Okay, this is a website kind of like Neopets, where you can adopt and collect animal character images that are like encoded, so you can trade and buy and sell them as well. There's like a little like economy around them, but the older they are, the more worth they are.
Mhm.
And I once made an account a long time ago and just got a few pets that you can get for free. And then now I recently rejoined, and they're worth a lot of like points on that website. I don't know why it exists. It's weird, and people are really into it.
Dare I say the next Beanie Babies?
In a way, yes. But it's like really old. It's like from 2005 or something like that.
Fuck's a Beanie Baby?
You don't know what Beanie Baby is.
Wow, wow, Stan. You missed out on something really bad.
Life?
Well,
Good for
Beanie
you.
Babies are basically just like animals, but they've got like beans in their butts.
I just thought it was like a little.
Do they eat beans while watching Cars 2?
I think they do.
I was just picturing it was a little bean shaped like a baby you could eat, like candy.
Little bean.
Imagine
Alright.
You were-
the actually
like-
intended name.
Screw Beanie Babies, dude. Tamagotchis were a
Okay,
sight.
listen. Stan, you just made me think of when you call it like a little bean baby. I think of that scene from The Room. I don't know if you want to add this post editing, but that scene from The Room where Tommy Wiseau goes, "You're a person. You're a regular human being. Let's go eat, huh?" That's what I thought of the instant he said that.
Nah, Tamagotchis though. My first
No,
one. I was in my dad's garage. I dropped it. It rolled on the floor, and then
It
it
went
fell
down the
down the
drain.
drain.
Yeah. Guess what happened to me?
Like it rolled at such a weird thing that I felt like it was on track to go directly down it.
It was trying to get away from you.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw your car
My-
was just ending its life. Just
My Tamagotchi was stolen by another kid in elementary school.
Wow.
Well, sucks to be you.
imagine getting your child abducted like that.
Nah, listen, I'm still mad, dude. Someone stole my Pokemon Red cartridge in elementary school. Dude, fuck that, dude.
He's probably dead.
I got a kid's Pokemon cards taken away because I was trading for an ancient new card.
Yeah.
And I was like, give me it. Okay, cool, thanks. Teacher comes along, sees that he's got the cards, takes his cards away. I run away.
Bruh.
I witnessed a kidnapping once.
What?
Excuse
What?
me?
What?
That's not important.
I-
Okay, so
Anyway, so yeah, I had a Tamagotchi once too.
Tell about the kidnapping. I want to know about the kidnapping,
the
man.
when I was
think
a
the
kid, I
Tamagotchi is
didn't have
small.
Tamagotchis, but I did have like this little pet shop thing that was basically like a ripoff of it.
What's a pet shop?
Little's Pet Shop.
Oh,
There
wait.
was, like, these
Are you talking about
little
Littlest
animal
Pet Shop? Is that what you're talking
thingies.
about, Swirly?
Oh,
Okay.
wait, those are still popular, aren't they?
I think so.
Maybe,
They're
I don't
different.
fucking
They
know.
look different, but
There's like multiple YouTube channels dedicated to making like small unboxing videos, and I saw
guys-
I saw a little pet shop show, but not a show, like a little 5-year-old girl was doing her own show with the figures.
Speaking of Littlest Pet Shop, did you guys know Linkara is actually in one of the comics?
The comics?
Yeah,
Wait,
there's a
wait.
Littlest Pet Shop comic, and he actually is in it. Linkara.
How?
You can't break this.
I'm posting this. No, I'm getting it right now. I have the
You're
receipts.
fucking lying.
All right, I have the proof.
Wait.
You're gaslighting.
Okay, before we do that, can someone explain Linkara? Because, you know,
Oh, do we really have to explain Linkara?
You need
we can't break into, like, give an overview of what he is.
Here it is. I got it, by the way. Also, this is the great Linkara.
Linkara is a
in-
comic book reviewer.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's the Great Link
It
Karen.
is actually holy shit.
It is him! What?
Why?
He points at the glass at the woman, and you can show this on the podcast, and I guess the image to like give people that, and it'd be like, see that? That's the Lightbringer issue 0. I made that. So he's trying to flirt with the girl.
Is terrible.
Fucking damn it.
So
And then he
to explain,
runs
yeah,
away.
to explain Linkara, he is a comic book reviewer that used to be on That Guy with the Glasses channel, awesome,
Which we need to
And,
explain now too.
which is a giant collective. Well, used to be a collective of reviewers, with the shining one being Nostalgia Critic, who reviews 80s and 90s movies. Well, I'm going to say that very loosely because he does modern films now. Reviews. So Linkara came from that era.
Wait, I
and
just
he did a series-
realized something, right?
Yeah.
What?
He's called the Nostalgia Critic, and he reviews movies that he remembers from his past, right?
Mhm.
He's now started reviewing movies from a present. The reason is he's getting fucking old and senile. He can't remember that far.
I remember this from my childhood, Venom from 2018.
Like he
He's
can't,
like fucking.
can't remember the old movies. He can't remember that far back.
The Wall, my favorite movie.
Yo, can we talk about this for a sec, like,
No.
in this podcast?
No, wait, can I finish what I'm saying at least?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the Linkara hosts a top 4th wall in which he claims where bad comics burn. And
Does he burn them?
I think he used to. And like no, his super early ones, I think he actually used to
What,
burn them.
Is he doing like an ISIS burns the American flag? It's just he's out in the backyard wearing a fucking black.
No, it's like a
Get
book
back
burning
inside,
from
you'll
the
catch a
Third
cold.
Reich. It's a book burning from the Third Reich. For the
Standing.
I do not like this comic. I'm going to burn
I
it.
don't
He's standing.
I don't like this comic. I'm going to go and burn it,
He's staying-
even though I spent $4 on
He's
it.
standing in a backyard with like a drum barrel filled with fire, and he's like wearing a black mask, and he's holding it at a gunpoint again for some reason, and he drops it.
Give me the money, Doug, or the comic gets it.
Calls up. Who's the guy who made Spawn?
Oh, Todd McFarlane.
He's Seth MacFarlane.
No, Todd McFarlane. They're two different people.
I thought there was something wrong.
Seth McFarlane. Holy crap, Lois and Spawn.
Seth MacFarlane created Spawn. You will never touch my child again.
Holy crap.
Anyway, go on.
Okay, so I guess I'll give context to the photo then. The picture is of Linkara like pointing at a comic, I guess, and there's like a panel where like two main characters are walking out and you just see him. That being said, so he's gotten tons of ridicule due to his low. Like I personally think his reviews are of lower quality, and he likes to pull this weird running jokes like him shouting "I am a man" for some reason.
But he says that. I thought that was a one-time thing.
No, like that's a running joke he did.
That's a
Oh, that's terrible.
that's a weird running joke to have.
He also had blaming Egypt, if I remember. He blamed like Egypt in some reviews
Why?
or something like that. I don't fucking know. It's like every other Channel Austin person where they like try to like create a meme themselves, and it's really bad. Like Nostalgia Critic doing "I was frozen today" over and over again. It's like, shut up. You're just forcing a meme.
I was frozen.
It reminds me, there was this really weird thing that I didn't know about. There was this guy, Logan Paul, he's like a vlogger, whatever, and he was having a boxing match, like a rematch with
Yeah,
another
with KS.
YouTuber.
KSI.
Yeah, KSI. I don't even know who KSI really is. I never watched his
He
content,
was
but-
I think he plays
he was a
That's a
yeah, he plays FIFA. I was about to say he's a FIFA player.
Let's player.
Oh, okay.
Let's player, yeah.
Anyways, they were like having a shouting match or whatever it's called, like before the boxing match really happened on a different date. And there was this announcer. They didn't know who it was, but he repeated like some kind of catchphrase he was supposedly known for. But everyone was like really awkward about it because no one knew who the guy was.
Mm-hmm.
It was really confusing, and it feels like the whole like awesome channel Awesome gang, whoever is all included, are all kind of like this one announcer because they repeat this one.
No, there is only one person.
Would Linkara and Nostalgia Critic have a boxing match?
No.
I
can imagine that though. Just like doing that Nostalgia Critic scream. He's like, "I'll get you, you son of a bitch! I am a man." He like punches Doug right in the face.
Punches him like a hole punctures through his head.
He does a fist of the North Star fucking shit, dude. He like punches
uses
right
his
through.
Lightbringer abilities to smite him.
And then he looks down at Doug's body. He goes, "Did you learn your lesson?"
Evidently, he didn't. Seeming
Listen,
that
the
he
only
never
person,
apologized.
the only person that doesn't do like a running joke, I guess, on Channel Awesome, even to this day, is Guru Larry. Which I don't even know why he's on Channel Awesome at this point. I don't know why he was there.
I think
he's been in many different places.
I think Channel Awesome was like slowly shutting down after all the controversy and just general no reason being there. And I think Guru Larry was actually tweeting at the time, like, "Lol, another one left, ha ha ha." Like he didn't even care.
No, he didn't.
He was already.
I think he stayed to like make a point.
Yeah, he was just
to say like he was the last one left, just to say he's the last Channel Awesome person.
I think it was just like a joke to him, which is funny.
Yeah,
he just like he does game reviews, right?
Yeah, he does game reviews, trivia facts, all that stuff.
It's basically what this podcast has turned into. So the Lightbringer, but what it is.
So the Lightbringer.
Dude, okay, I just found out Guru Larry was on the Pizza Party podcast at some point.
Yeah, okay, another.
Yes, he was.
Podcast
I watched that
better
episode.
than ours. So
I didn't even know.
Another podcast plug.
Hello, you Guru Larry.
Watch Pizza Party podcast.
What's that one?
Pan Pizza is my favorite. And
okay, here's a list of all the podcasts that are better than ours. So Pizza Party podcast, Sleepycast, Mega 64,
Cold Ones,
Super Mega. Is there more with Mega?
Cold Ones,
Cold Ones,
yeah, Cold Ones again. For fourth time.
Cold Ones,
Cold Ones,
5, 6.
Cold Ones.
Cold Ones podcast.
What?
Swirly Commission podcast.
We have the Sergal cast. Is that a thing?
The Sergal cast.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Sergal cast. Today I'm gonna commission someone to make me become feral.
Can we talk
you
about?
You want to know an image in my head? Just like maybe fucking like make a face in the back of my fucking head. It was like I thought of a fucking Brody podcast where they start off with "Hey everybody," and I just fucking like
I think
my fucking face.
I watched that at one point unironically. That wasn't that face.
Hey every pony, today we're gonna club.
Ah, fuck.
Today we're gonna talk about the 6th episode of the 5th season.
Let's talk about the world phenomenon that is people with YouTube channels that have avatars that are crossing their arms while they complain about something.
If you don't understand the joke, the joystick is a metaphor for penis.
Fucking way, really.
People just seem to have a knack for that. I don't know why.
It started off, and I'll tell you right now, actually. It started off from, the reason why they call it the atheist community was because it was back in like 2009, it was the atheist versus creationist
Wait, what's
topic.
a creationist?
Creationist, if I recall, is someone who doesn't believe evolution. And they believe like what is, and like God created everything.
Right. Okay.
And they're like, oh, well, no, evolution and all that crap. It was that back and forth. And then the creationists kind of like died down.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, the atheist community like kept the name, but then was like, oh, these SJWs. Am I right, gamers? It's like, okay.
What happens if Linkara was God?
Dude, I would love that. No, listen, if I pass away, and then
You're going straight
go to
hell. If he judges you?
No, I go to heaven. He points right at me, goes, "Don't talk about me that way, you son of a bitch."
Then he pulls the big cartoony lever and you fall to hell.
And he says, "Have you learned your lesson?"
You would burn me like the comic book because I'm atop the fourth wall.
You're sitting in your big old armchair, right? And light forms from beyond, right? And you float up. And when you come up, it's revealed it's Linkara's big fucking finger pointing at you. It's this light all along.
What if God,
What if God?
right, was those commentary channels that crosses their arms?
He's
and they're
crossing.
taking
He's
a point.
crossing his arms the whole way.
He's
listening to
crossing
this
his arms
fucking
at you.
podcast. Listen, if God's listening to this right now, I guarantee he's crossing his arms.
Who is, I think, the worst scenario I've seen of like YouTubers that cross their arms is that one dude talking about dragon porn.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Why would she bring back child labor?
Wasn't that one was like about to tell this 5-year-old why feminism sucks or something? And there's a big fat guy about like with a fedora.
That reminds me of the like a meme video I saw of like a British kid who's like, "Okay, guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna bring back the benefits of incest and why we should normalize it."
I heard you talking about me on Facebook.
What is it? You die, you go to heaven as God. He crosses his arms and he goes,
In that order.
"Your life was garbage, and here's why." Then he goes on a 2-hour rant about it.
He
What
does
if-
a critique of your life like an episode review.
And then when you go to hell, right? The hell is actually run by like
Nostalgic.
the
Critic.
journalists that say blank is bad and why that's a good thing.
If you go to
Weapons
hell,
of Hell is actually the good place to be, and heaven's like a fucking fraud.
Well, here's the thing. Why would if hell was so bad, why would hell treat you badly if Satan wants you to do all those things, right?
I don't
Like
think.
he tells you to sin and everything. Wouldn't he be like, "Hey, my buddy"?
I don't think.
Yo, what's up?
I don't think when they wrote the Bible or whatever they thought that far into it.
By the way,
Thank
have
for
you
that.
guys ever like met a person in
I
real
don't
life?
think I've
that
ever met the devil. No,
with
Rebecca.
viewers with
I
the
haven't been
cross
outside,
No.
Rebecca.
Let Rebecca talk. What?
Okay, sorry.
Have you guys ever met a person in real life that has crossed arms and tries to rant about things for 2 hours?
Why this thing is bad and you should feel bad about liking it.
Yeah.
I've met people like that, but no one I like talk to on a daily basis.
I probably
I mean-
met it, but I can't really remember it to be honest. Like people.
Well, the thing is,
definitely talk.
that
with
person's me.
Oh,
Do you cross your arms every time you make a good point?
That's it, buddy. I'm crossing my
people. I
arms
cross
right
my
now.
arms every time I take a shit.
I like my favorite tweet
Sitting
in a
with a
little while
big moat.
was the one guy saying, "If Roger Ebert was such a good reviewer, why did he not have a furry persona that every time he thought he made a good point, he crossed his arms?"
Didn't he cross his arms?
He's got a point, guys. He's totally got a point. Am I right?
You are right.
You are. You are.
You are right.
Here's the thing. You said that every time you cross your arms when you take a shit. Doesn't mean everyone who crosses their arms is shit in their pants.
Yes.
Oh, you thought.
They make a big
Oh, you
doo-doo
thought
go
like
out.
me crossing my arms means that everyone else needs to take a shit?
Yes.
Like that's my
Yeah.
superpower.
Yes.
I'm the,
It's like the brown note.
That's
I'm the
scary.
You produce a
You
brown.
have the
when you
brown
cross your
note, but
arm.
like the physical form.
Okay, every time I cross my arm, I yelled out. I let out like a big yelp that no one can hear audibly, but I can feel it in a groin. Well, not groin, in the lower region.
The
Yes.
mass of the earth just doubles.
I don't think that's not how it works, Swirly. Like the mass is already there; it's just dropped a few centimeters.
We feel the vibrations of it dropping.
Yeah, that's true. That would have. We shattered the earth.
Yeah, shattered it, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
By the way, who's keeping track? How long have we
We've been
recording?
going for.
We have been
almost an
talking
hour.
for an hour.
Almost an
just an
hour.
hour.
Nice.
No, we started at 4:40. It's 5:40 right now.
All right. Yeah.
One
you're
more
right.
minute. One more minute.
No, we'll
One
keep it
more
going for a bit more. We need to have something to cut.
Alright.
We
Alright.
need to pick and
I got
choose.
a conversation.
What is?
Yeah.
Have you ever worked in retail?
I've worked.
Tell
as-
us your stories in retail.
Yeah, go on.
Here's the thing. Just today, I had a woman. She ordered something. I was like, okay, sure. I have to cook it. So I was cooking it, and then she was like, just a minute later, is it done yet?
Wait.
Here's
What?
the thing.
Wait.
I'm
What's
cooking
your
meat.
job?
Because I'm British, I work in a fish and chip shop.
Okay, that's probably the first thing you should have said.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a store. It was like, hey, this refrigerator, let me just cook it for you.
Yeah, bro, you serve French fries with fishes, bro.
Yeah.
Fishes?
It's called chips.
Fishes.
Freedom fries,
It's
bitch.
called chips.
USA, USA, USA. Woo.
You're Canadian.
We got Thomas in Germany.
So
Okay.
Here's the thing. I was cooking a sausage. And it takes a good 5 minutes, and they were like, "Is it done yet? I've been waiting for so long." I was like, "Yeah, bitch, fine, take it. I'll give you salmonella."
When I walk into the fish and chip shop, when they have lots and lots of sausage.
And then we do section.
Okay, since you were working at the fish and chips shop,
Yeah.
was there like ever a person that wanted like a different meal because they're confusing chips with chips. You know,
I highly doubt that happens in Britain.
that'd be funny though.
Here's the thing. I've had people come in. It's a traditional fish and chip shop, which means we only sell fish and chips. But they're like coming. Oh, yeah, I have a pizza. I have a kebab.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's next door. You can fuck off.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'll go in your fish and chips and ask for fucking anchovy
I
pizza.
just go into a fish and chip shop and exclusively ask for a big Pepsi can and leave.
You go to a shop and you cross your arms and make everyone shit.
You come here. I have the power. Just crosses his
I
arms.
just come in
You know-
to show my presence, right? And I order my fish and chips. I want the perfect fish and chips, otherwise there's coming diarrhea on the ground.
Yeah, you eat your fish minute. You eat your
What is
fish.
the wrong
medium
way?
rare.
Brown will
What
cover
is-
the floor.
What is
Like
the
that.
wrong way to make fish and chips though? Like the worst way to do it.
Is
not
if
cooking
you make it chips
Yeah.
and fish, that's
No,
the wrong
you
order.
just dunk the fish in butter and you just eat it like that.
Okay, Zero though. Do you
Sorry.
get mad if somebody walked in, right,
They
and
move
asked
on.
you to make fries with like no salt, and then you gotta make a whole new batch, but then they put salt on when you give it to them?
We make new batches anyway.
Okay.
The real question is Burger King. If it takes off his like head, is there a head underneath it, or is it just like a connecting piece, like a bionicle?
It's a
A
burger.
bionic.
No, it's like
Yeah,
it's,
Burger King. The Burger King's a
it's
bionicle.
like Handsome Jack in Borderlands. It's just like a mask because he's ugly underneath.
The Burger King
Oh.
isn't actually the man that walks around with the crown. There's like a burger on his head, and that's the king.
Wait, what?
No, that's just the
body's-
mayor from
Like
the
Ratatouille?
McDonald's town.
Yeah, the burger. He grabs his hair and makes him cook the food. for
He's
him.
king of the burger, right?
I miss Burger King ads, the really creepy ones with the actual Burger King. I really miss those, man. They stopped making those.
They-
I like square butts in a can. I
They
like.
stopped making.
Oh my God, that one.
They stopped making mascot commercials in general.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I
Though
want to play.
KFC. KFC is now sexy.
Yeah, KFC they're like running the game now.
I want to play that game where you play as the king. You will go around sneaking with people.
Sneaking.
What?
It's called Sneak
I
King.
thought you were. I thought
Sneaking.
you were just like being autistic. Sneaky.
No.
That's a
So
big
so
word,
so to give what Zero's talking about,
Right.
right? Burger King thought it would be a really cool promotion to put original Xbox games into your like whatever Burger King Happy Meal's called. You get a free game. And
So you
they were
open
dog
your
shit for the
burger,
most
you
part.
open the bun. There's a fucking Xbox controller.
Crunch.
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 Mm, nothing like a
looks
Duke.
like- Okay, so I looked up
Taste
what
the
fuck,
graphics.
what the fuck Sneak King is, because I've never heard of that,
Sneaking.
and
It's a
it looks
word.
very creepy.
Oh.
It's
It's just
so
weird that the
creepy.
boxes say Xbox 360, even though they're OG Xbox games that actually just work on 360. It's really weird. I don't know why they did that.
It's cheaper, I guess.
What the heck?
Does anyone remember the creepy McDonald's like European mascot they have?
Oh, you
It's
talking about the
just
one with the big
Happy
smile
Meal?
that they like canceled
Yeah.
straight up?
I don't remember that at all.
That thing still exists, by the way. You haven't cancelled it.
Yeah, they haven't canceled it. It's more like they put it on the lay low, or the low,
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, right. The big red box.
They don't do that in Canada. All they do is just use the arches to make like some family ad. Family going to McDonald's, buy our new product. That's all they do.
it.
Zero. No way. You can correct me on it. And I remember it was when Domino's Pizza tried to like establish in Britain, and I think they kept their normal slogan like
Established in
give
Britain.
us a call or something like that. And I guess it was call or some other thing. But in Britain, it literally means like I think it was a house greeting or something, and they didn't get it, and they had to reword that their actual branding thing.
I have no idea because I don't remember anything.
I can't remember it to be honest, like exactly, but it was like Domino's Pizza had to actually change their slogan in the UK because like it meant something different in the UK
Mm-mm.
what it would in the US.
Let's step aside for a minute. Just what do you think we're doing so far?
I think we're doing pretty good. I think we've
Yeah.
been getting some
Solid
funny moments,
7.
pretty funny moments, you know.
I'm getting so hyped right now. Sweaty, draw me a circle.
No.
Oh fuck me! I
have to
feel so
Hey.
good.
What if I commission Sweaty to draw a circle? That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
I received Sergal in the mail today.
I have to say, I was like guest on a podcast recently. I have to say this podcast is much more comfortable because it was really awkward and one of the
Talking
people
about
was. No, it wasn't Bantercast. It was the
that's another
animated.
podcast better than ours.
No, Bantercast is not better than us. Okay, like if we're being real here, you know, we were right on the other ones, but Bantercast, no.
Okay.
No,
Here's the thing, Rebecca. There is no podcast. Show me your feet.
This was all a ploy.
No.
This is all a ploy for porn. That's it. The usual gag. Listen, the usual gag. Twitter comes up. You know, we have people to send in there.
It'll be revealed in 1 year that the usual
Send
gang was a
in-
front
send-
to.
send-
What was the Twitter account that like made a joke about feet, and they actually had to type "Stop sending us feet"?
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
was
Who
some
was
brand.
that?
Was it Nickelodeon?
Stop
No, it
sending-
wasn't Nickelodeon.
Stop sending us your diaper picture.
It's our good topic though. Let's talk about Dan. What is he up to? What is he doing?
Done nothing. He laid low.
I
He's
think
laying
he
low.
spends most of his day sitting in his big, oversized, cartoony armchair, like rested back so far that it might as well
Has
be.
someone rubbing his feet?
He's wearing a suit and tie even though he doesn't go to work, and he's rubbing his belly for hours.
And he's
Yeah,
like-
and he has like a servant rubbing his feet. Like I said, he's just
Yeah,
He
and he
takes
just
his-
he says out loud, "Do you remember the time when in our cardi they rubbed their feet together like that?"
I hate like if you go through Dan Schneider's Twitter, like I swear to God, for years he's been talking about like feet. There's one like Sam's unusual toes. Can you name them all?
Wait,
And like shit like
is
that.
Dan Schneider's own?
Yes, Dan Schneider's own Dan Warp Twitter.
Oh god.
Dan Schneider.
I think so. So here's the thing. Like if we're talking about his shows, you know, I think like peak
iCarly's pretty
Dan
good.
shows. It's okay for the first 2 seasons. Drake and Josh is much better than iCarly.
I never watched
love
that.
Drake and Josh.
I never know about that.
Oh, Drake and Josh is great. You're missing out, man. But
Yeah, Drake.
all
Josh
that,
is
though.
good.
no one talks about All That, and I think All That is pretty good as well. And the Good Burger movie, which was caused by All That.
To be honest, Good Burger was never a thing in Germany. I never watched it.
Well, you should watch it now. Like, what do you miss? You're missing on a really, really good movie from Nickelodeon. And I hate that Nostalgia Critic reviewed it and was acting like it was the worst film ever.
I watched
So, like, if you've seen that review, he always like goes out of his way to like say it's a bad movie. It's like, dude, fuck off. Like, this is one of the best Nickelodeon films, and shitting on it, bro. Remember when Bad Dragon made minion dildos?
I don't remember that, as if
Banana.
that's a site I frequent.
Banana.
Dude, I want a Sheldon dildo. Bazooka.
Looking up Bad Dragon. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Wait,
Yeah.
do you guys know the
It's like
story?
it
Wait,
comes
wait.
out of something.
Speaking of Bad Dragons, do you guys know the Channel Awesome story about Bad Dragons?
No, please tell.
Okay. So in the Channel Awesome like paper thing, like the whatever my experience Channel Awesome paper, it
Mhm.
said that the same panel where Channel Awesome was going to be, Bad Dragon had one before, right? And they used a dildo or something to put like cinnamon on a cinnamon roll, right? And they left it there, and apparently, a rumor has it, I'm not saying it happened because we don't know, Doug came in and said, oh, hey, look, a free cinnamon roll, and ate it.
No.
That's what it said in the paperwork.
Why would you use something like that for a cinnamon roll?
I
I
mean,
mean, you wouldn't want to turn down a free cinnamon roll,
I
would
mean,
you?
at least he got some action.
Bro, it was a free cinnamon roll. You wouldn't want a free cinnamon roll.
I would want one.
I
Not
would
gonna lie.
absolutely want one without hesitation.
Yeah.
Openly without regret.
You know, I feel like I feel like
Tell us what you
the
feel.
whole Channel Awesome thing was just a mess.
Yeah.
So
it still is. It still is.
Oh no, it's always been a hot
More of a
garbage
than
mess.
ever before.
Here's the weird part. How do you guys feel that technically Doug Walker does not own Channel Awesome? It's the other dude is higher up.
Is it his
And
brother?
technically he can replace Doug. He can make Nostalgia Trick someone else.
I actually
power
think
to
it's
do
I wish that happened just so we could see it unfold. Like we get a bad Indian actor to play the Dog Walker.
Hello, I am the Nostalgia Trick. I remember it, so you don't have to. Hello, how are you? I am
Wouldn't
under the
it-
water. Please help
Wouldn't
me.
it
There
be
is
like
too much-
equals 3 though then? Because equals
Equals-
3 had different, people.
But what?
you
No,
know.
what if Ray William Johnson became the Nostalgia Critic?
I would love that, but imagine if they tried really hard to make him look like the old one. So he got face paint and he got a bad wig. He made him bald.
He looks. What if he looked exactly like it and we couldn't tell?
Maybe it's already
Oh.
maybe it's already happened then. You don't know.
And fucking, it's like that one Lemmy sketch about the lizard people.
Listen.
I knew it.
Li-
Someone that grabs him and fucking rips the mask
Listen,
off.
when's the
Ray.
last time you've seen Ray William Johnson? He might as well already have replaced him.
You know what? You're right. You're right. It's already
The
happened.
conspiracy.
I'm
Like,
s-
okay, let's try to connect the dots here. How much proof can we find of Ray William Johnson already having replaced Doug Walker?
Your favorite Martian
well-
stopped. So
yeah, his
that's
favorite
why-
Martian stopped.
Favorite
And you know
Martian
what?
stopped.
We need.
It's the Martian band, right? They stopped just around the time that Doc Walker started being less good.
Yes, I see that. I noticed that. We have a conspiracy.
You've
theory.
never
we gotta,
seen Ray William Johnson and Doc Walker in the same room.
We have.
Never.
No.
So listen. Okay, I think your favorite Martian needs a reunion. I
It
think
does.
we need a tour. I think we need an album. We never even got an album. We were supposed to get an album.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't even get an album.
Listen,
nothing.
I am literally still waiting on that album.
Ray Will-
Technically,
Ray William
Sony Music owns your favorite Martian. So if we could like email Sony and be like, hey, where the fuck's your favorite Martian album? Maybe they'll release it someday.
So guys, I know it's the first episode, so all you 10 viewers, please sign a petition. We
Please bring back
Yeah.
your favorite
Bring
Martian.
back your favorite
Hashtag
Martian.
@equals3 on Twitter.
hashtag
Please, your favorite Martian,
so
come back.
Please tag @Doc Walker. Bring back your favorite Martian.
Yes, do that. And
I-
Doc Walker
Please-
bring
I got a
back-
second
Please send
theory
emails
about-
to all Channel Awesome related people. Say we need to bring back your favorite Martian.
Here's the
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
I've got a second theory. What if
A little film fairy, if you
they
will.
kicked out Doug and they hired James Rolfe to play Nostalgia Crew?
Who's James Rolfe?
And he's deliberately making the character worse.
What
so
if-
AVGN
no, what-
becomes-
Who's James Rolfe?
Listen, ain't the AVGN, you idiot. What?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, listen, no, not AVGN. What if? Hear me out. Chris Boris, famous for the irate gamer, takes over in the Nostalgia
Oh
Crew
my
scandal.
god.
No.
What a bunch of diarrhea dick waffles this movie is. I really
You think every time he crosses and arms his videos, he plops out a little nugget under the scene?
Here's my question. Why,
neither.
how
Stop
come we
farting.
always got angry game reviewers or happy game reviewers? Why don't we have mildly agitated reviewers?
Where they don't
Do
swear.
you know what
but
I
they
mean? You
just
never
go,
see the mildly
"Oh."
agitated video game.
Like chills?
Pretty content video game reviewers.
Chillstar
Wait,
not
what
answered our email.
happened?
I really am bummed out about
Oh.
that.
He didn't.
No, he did not answer our email. So to give context, whenever we do this intro, which we're probably using the one I made, I guess, right, Stan?
I'm probably gonna try to make one as well.
Okay. We emailed Chills to see if you narrate for us, and he just never got back. There was nothing left.
Yeah, I've tried getting in contact with him a few times, also for that little video I'm making with Chibble and on Warden. He hasn't gone back to us either.
He's too busy sucking toes.
I
His
think
toes be like,
Li-
suck on me, please.
I think the thing, like, his rap game is getting up there. I think he's getting a bit too.
I forgot he raps. I forgot that. I forgot he
I
raps.
think the entirety of the rap scene forgot as well. I don't think anyone actually cares.
Well,
good
the
that he's
people I
trying.
asked about, getting into contact with him as well, just never got back to me either. So, yeah.
So shit shows what it is.
If anyone knows Chills, just DM us and get us into
Yeah,
contact
see if
with
you
him.
can get in contact with Chills, and we'd love him to do an intro. We'd actually
Yeah.
love him to feature in a podcast episode.
That'd be,
That'd be
that
great.
was sweet.
I think that would have been
I
great.
don't
Like
think that'll
having
happen
Chills.
anytime soon, but maybe.
Here's the thing. I think we should have like a set of people that we should at least contact and have a conversation with. I think we should feature the Needle Drop at one point. I think that we should get in contact with him, a few other people, really see their opinions about stuff and everything. And I think they'll help.
Before we start on getting like, we should have these guys. Maybe we should like wait until there's anyone watching it.
No, here's the thing though.
Yes.
Here's the thing though. If you contact these and they accept it, like say the Needle Drop,
Mhm.
that would bring more viewers in
I suppose.
because they advertise it as well.
I guess so. Requires for them to want to feature, they
But
want to.
I think the most important thing for us is to interact with our viewers, if there are
Yes.
any viewers at this
Absolutely,
point.
one to one.
So listen,
Yeah.
you Fortnite Dan 69, we're doing this for you, alright? We see you
Yeah.
liking all of our videos. You honestly, you're a good sport about it. We like
Yeah, bro. You know
Yeah.
what?
You followed us on
We
Twitter.
We see you, Kevin. We see
We
you.
see you, Kevin Smith, living on
We see
Elmore
you,
Street.
deep-
Kevin James looking ass, fucking stalking ours.
Alright, we see you downloading a podcast video and uploading it on Pornhub.
We see
Yeah, that's
you. We
pretty
see
cool,
you putting it
though.
up on Live Leak and calling it something stupid so people will click it.
Yeah, you're making the
Yeah.
fucking 4chan thread saying these guys did it again. We see you, alright?
We see you making those threads in green text shouting,
Okay.
"It's still up."
Listen here, idiot.
Guys,
we know where you
last
fucking
thing.
live. If you keep this up, we will find you. We will beat you. After that, we will
I
piss
will
on you.
throw my poop sock right at
I
you.
will
I swear.
cross my arms while my ass is over your head. Okay, that's all I need to say.
Something we collectively hate. That's a good topic.
You Soldier Boy too.
Soldier Boy, I be ho,
Okay.
while we shake it, while we
No.
roll, I shake
This fucking sucks. So bad.
This makes my stomach turn.
Yeah, dude, guess what? Maybe it's because of you. Got him.
Okay, tone it back.
Okay.
Let's tone it back a little bit. We wrote down some topics a night ago, right?
Mm.
More like you wrote down topics.
Yeah, we did a long time ago.
The brony fandom.
Brony fandom.
Yeah, Brony fandom.
I guess that's
Brony
something-
fan. I have no knowledge of the Brony fandom, so I can't
Why
really
don't you
comment on
ask
this.
us?
All I know.
Why don't you ask us questions and
Yeah.
say what you think?
Yeah. Ask
My-
us.
Okay,
My
okay. You want me to
ex.
act?
Yeah. You're the judge in the
Right.
Brony court.
Let's zero talk first. Hold on.
My friend in secondary school told me that he was a brony.
Mhm.
Is he your friend still?
He became my boyfriend once.
Mhm.
Then
That was
I
really
think
the turning point for you. He just said he was a
maybe-
brony.
No, this is the thing. I think I told someone, and then they told someone else, and then the entire school knew that he was a fucking brony. And it was because of me, and I didn't even remember doing that. And he was like, "You know what? I ain't gonna watch this show no more."
That's sad.
So I'll be the judge. So let me ask questions about Brony thing.
Okay.
Okay. Did you guys ever encounter,
Mhm.
like in those like cringe compilations of what defines manly?
Yeah.
I say manly is just defined by My Little Pony. You ever meet people like that, Ira?
No.
Yeah, because in one of my classes, someone did that.
Oh,
It was,
are you in one of
it
those
was so
cringe
painful to
compilations?
watch. It was like, I mean, I appreciate this kid's bravery for doing it, right? Like he literally is in like 10th grade doing this shit in a computer science class. So yeah, it was like a very small section of his like, you know, thing, and he just went out and said, and I'm like, oh my god. No,
Is there a video of this on the internet of his presentation?
I doubt it.
Probably for the
Honestly.
better. Let's be honest.
Ooh, yeah.
But it was,
I mean, as cringy as that can be, right? At least you know they're kids.
Yeah.
They love something, and they're doing a presentation about like that's more effort than most people put into a school project when you think about it.
Mhm.
I remember
Yeah,
we
what
had.
about the ones that aren't kids?
That's another thing we don't talk
Oh,
about.
like
that.
college students going on and be like, here's my Little Pony presentation.
We don't talk about
Dude,
that.
here's why the Sonic Rainboom's gonna kill you.
Oh my god, that's right. That
Yeah.
dude was in college. That dude was in college.
make,
Holy
you
shit.
make fun of that video, but it wasn't actually that bad, to be honest.
No, listen,
No, like he was doing jokes about it, like he was.
No, here's the best part. People were laughing at his presentation. He's trying to laugh back. He's like, stop laughing.
Stop laughing. Leave me
Stop
alone.
it.
No, but it seemed
You have to
funny
have
because
some
he
kind of
wasn't.
awareness.
He didn't take it too seriously. I don't think that video was as cringy as people make it.
It's
out.
not as cringy as like here's Bruce Campbell. Here's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And here is My Little Pony. And it is just as manly.
And
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 Can we talk about Michael Wiggles fan for 1 minute?
I don't like fucking new
Maybe-
rules.
Who's that?
if Michael's Wiggles fan ever, so before we get into the context, please, if Michael Wiggles fan ever watches our stuff,
Which
you
you
know,
won't.
I always want to give him advice, man.
Oh.
It's just the batteries, okay, in your guitar.
Yeah.
Just replace your
Listen,
batteries.
Michael Wiggles. The reason your Wiggles guitar doesn't work is batteries have run out. Get your mom or dad or count or whatever caretaker. Place the batteries, good to go. And you know
I don't like fucking new batteries.
So-
listen.
So to give context
we know
about-
it's
about-
hard,
Didn't
right?
fuck
But,
new batteries?
you know, the bus going to a different stop isn't that big of a deal, right? We'll
Dog
get through
don't
it
care.
together.
And
Let
you know
Phil
what,
say the
Michael?
context.
Listen, new rules. Listen, I don't like new rules either, Michael. But sometimes you gotta deal with it, okay?
Gotta deal with it.
Sometimes you gotta
Context.
deal with YouTube's new algorithm. I think that's what he was commenting on. Is the new rules on YouTube and the new algorithm verification, which I disagree with
I think
as
he's
well.
just talking about the general social, political state of his country. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
He's very.
Okay.
He's very false.
He's very
speaking.
politically active.
Yeah.
Can we get the context though of Michael's
I
Wiggles
think it's
fan
better
or
if we
whatever
don't.
Okay.
his name is?
Anyway, going back to.
I mean, someone's just gonna look it up and then get the context themselves.
Okay, go search Michael Wiggles fan on YouTube and please don't say anything mean.
Nice.
He's a good boy. Don't do that to him.
Okay, so
Yep.
actually being serious, Michael Wiggles fan is I don't should we actually explain it in detail? I feel like that's It's just setting it up for disaster.
And we love disaster, man.
Like giving information.
We don't even know if this, podcast is gonna get big.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
All 2 people watching right now. Please don't harass him, but he's called Michael Wiggles Fan on YouTube, and all of his videos consists of either him playing Roblox on. Okay, maybe it's better if we wait till Andy's on, but because he'll get into it. We'll get into it another time again. But all of his videos consist.
I think Andy, who's a different person on the podcast, he couldn't make it today. Due to the complications, but. Once he gets on, if we talk about him again, I feel like he would be the best to describe this individual. But if you look it up on your own, please don't harass this individual.
Yeah.
He's a poor soul. He only wanted to murder his teacher that one time. He deleted the video very quickly. It's okay.
He deleted that very quickly. He apologized. Okay, cancel culture.
He didn't apologize, but he deleted the video. His parents deleted the video for him, never apologized. It's okay. They didn't mean it. He's mentally challenged. Wonder what we're gonna talk about next episode.
I think we're all running out of things to talk about at the moment, but I think we've had some pretty good conversation.
I think we had some alright laughs. It's gonna be a pain to edit through it.
Garfield game.
I think I can talk more about that later. we need to
Yeah, you know what? No, I don't think anyone's brought it up, but Stan's making this like indie Garfield game. It's pretty cool. I think anyone's talking about it yet.
Let's talk about it.
I can't wait till like someone in the comments is like, "What do you mean you didn't talk about it? You talked about it for like an hour. What's the problem? What's the problem?"
Listen, Fortnite Billy 69, idiot. I was joking.
Everyone's gonna be screaming about their plugs. I'm gonna walk in and be like, "What, this mushroom?"
When we say everyone, it's always just gonna be, oh yeah, those 2 people we know. It's my mom and Rebecca's mom. That's all of our viewers.
My mother actually doesn't speak English, so.
It's actually Stan's real name is Joe, and his mama watches.
I don't get it.
I always all that. That's the only like family like. Modern Family. I think it's Modern Family Guy joke that made me laugh. But Joe, hi mom, and it's like, hi son. It's literally Joe, mama. That's funny.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Funny.
You see, the joke is.
Guys, you see the joke is.
Fellas, let's try to make an outro.
Tiggle bitties.
Tiggle bitty.
We finally make it
watch my cartoon.
Yeah. Everyone, do the plugging round.
Okay.
Follow me on @StanCo on Twitter. That's 2 N's.
Follow me at Rebecca Doodle on Twitter, and don't do Doodles Rebecca because that's my secondary and it's dead.
Now they're gonna do that.
They're gonna do that now.
Shit.
No!
Zero, what's your Twitter?
At zero-byte me, because someone already took zero-byte.
Bite me. Okay.
Yeah.
Philshan, what's your Twitter?
I don't have a Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
You know this.
Yeah, but I was just going along. Swirly, what's your Twitter?
That's Swirly Germ.
Wait.
Yeah.
Let me plug.
Okay.
I'll have my YouTube
You
account
have YouTube.
tied to the side of related channels. We'll all have our YouTube channels connected,
Yeah.
Yes.
and we'll do that.
Yeah. So look at the sidebar if you actually can.
Look at the sidebar.
Look at the side.
Do it.
Look at the sidebar.
Okay, let's.
Look at the sidebar. Look at the side.
Oh.
Look at the sidebar.
Okay, Phil's song. I ended it.
Sidebar.
I ended
Look at the side.
it.